In this video, we're talking about situations. And situations are a great way to test character, especially when you're feeling stuck because you find yourself in that middle of the second act hole that you've dug for yourself. It's true, we've all been there. There is no shame in admitting it. So what kind of situations can you place your character in? I'd like to start by saying this is not an exhaustive list. Far from it. What I'm trying to do is help you think differently about your character, the situations that they might find themselves in, and then how that character reacts to that situation so that they get out ahead. Let's start with the ordinary character in an extraordinary situation. For the purpose of this video, when I say an ordinary character, I mean a regular person with a regular job who does not benefit from any unfair advantages. For example, the shortest kid in class who makes it onto the college basketball team. The janitor who suddenly becomes the president of the company. A lab technician who was away on his lunch break has to find a cure for a fast mutating virus after all the scientists are the first to perish when that virus gets loose in the lab. You get where I'm going with this, don't you? These are all regular people like you or me. Now, all of us have a special set of skills, something that we're better at than the members of our family or our friend circle. But we're not so great at this that we would get hired to do it on an epic global scale. That's what I mean when I say ordinary character in an extraordinary situation. The opposite of this setup is the extraordinary character in an ordinary situation. In this example, I'm defining extraordinary as anyone who possesses any kind of advantage. For example, the incredibly rich girl who is forced to go to college in a small town. Being wealthy is obviously an advantage, but it can also be the thing that holds the character back, especially when they are placed in a situation where there is no immediate benefit from that wealth. Superman would be another example of an extraordinary character in an ordinary world. I mean, when you think about it, this Kryptonian is stronger than everybody on Earth. And if he wanted to, he could rule the entire planet with a few well-placed laser blasts from his eyes, a few earth-shattering punches, and he could fly around the planet letting world leaders know that we are now ruled by an alien with superior strength who just so happens to look exactly like us. Well, not exactly like us, but you know what I mean. And for my third example, how about this? The world's most successful hitman has to suddenly keep a premature baby alive. A person who is a merchant of death has to suddenly protect life. Seems like a bit of a challenge, no? As you can imagine, all of the examples have a strong fish out of water element to them. And a good fish out of water situation lends itself to powerful conflict. That's my bonus tip right there. Always endeavor to generate conflict with your screenplays. Conflict leads to drama. Drama leads to very watchable movies and multi-episode TV shows. If you are stuck with your character development, try situation switching as a source of conflict. Tough situations force characters to take action. Taking action makes your characters active. Active characters are much easier to follow for both readers and viewers. Another situation that can be a source of compelling conflict is the time limit. He has 1 day in which to find a blood donor for his sick child. She has 6 minutes in which to make the move that will win her the chess match. They have 1 week to find the missing witness, or the mob boss walks free, and the moment he's out of prison, their families are also under threat. The good thing about a well-defined situation is that you can treat it like a video game and make things more difficult the further you progress in the story. This means that your character has to work much harder to triumph against the next challenge. Are you thinking about situations and how they affect the mood, behavior, and temperament of your characters? Leave me a comment below and share your favorite tips for developing story or revealing character. And let's discuss. If you're wondering how to plot out the beats of your story before you start writing your screenplay, check out this video here in which I break down the beat sheet. Now go create something awesome.